This video is about how to influence ChatGPT. I'm going to teach you how to do it. Let's start with the fundamentals, and then I'll jump into some of the more complex things and the easiest things that you can do in order to influence it. The first one is don't focus around keywords. So if you want to rank content for your business in ChatGPT, you don't want to focus on only keywords. You want to focus on deepening the breadth, the expertise of your content, okay? Experience, engagement, authority, trustworthiness. So that means instead of just giving a company overview with a bio and a philosophy, for example, you're going to give your company overview with a bio and a philosophy and a 20-year history, or however many years your company has been around for. Give the full history, year by year, break them down in H2 text, okay? And then you're going to go into awards. Then you'll link to the award sites, and then you'll link media, and you'll link to the positive media, and you'll create a really, really robust informational profile on your company so that when a user searches on ChatGPT, it surfaces that information and it pulls in the tree of positive information as well. And that doesn't just go for your company information and the content you put on your site about your company. It also goes for the content you're trying to rank for. If you're trying to rank for authoritative content and perhaps criminal law, you will talk about a new law or bill that was passed, and then you will link to many cases, you will link to precedent, you will talk about how it's different in each state, you'll talk about how it pertains to your state, you'll link one of your other practice pages, and then you'll interlink in your own website, you'll interlink to another website, you'll pull in statistics from the same year, and you'll maybe put in 20 to 30 statistics, then you'll have an FAQ at the bottom. This is really how you get trusted by AI search engines like ChatGPT. But let's say you want to rank your business in ChatGPT really fast. You're not just looking for pillar pages, because let's be honest, at the end of the day, if your website authority score is like 2, it doesn't matter how deep that content is. And there's no way to fast forward your website authority. I'm not saying domain authority is the only important thing, because basically an arbitrary number, but if your website is not authoritative, there is no way that overnight, no matter how well you follow these instructions, you're going to rank. And for that reason, my friends, you need some shortcuts. The first one is press releases. So if you can get your press releases to answer certain questions, you're going to be able to pull them into ChatGPT. What do I mean by that? Let's say you want to rank for the question on ChatGPT, is Bob White a good attorney? Which is something we were very recently looking at. How would you break that down? Well, you wouldn't just go and build a pillar page on your website and build authoritative content. You could start there, that's a great idea, but you would start building external profiles. You would build perhaps an about.me page, and then you would also list your awards and all of your achievements there. You would build maybe a secondary website that just serves as a bio for not your practice, but your own name, okay? You would set up FAQ schema on that other website. Then you would make a series of videos, and in those descriptions, add the transcript about how you're a great lawyer and the cases that you were successful on. And then let's say you won an award, like the top 100 trial attorneys, which is an attorney that we were just working with, for example. We would issue a press release saying that you were just announced the top 100 trial attorneys in the US. We would issue a press release that says and declares you were just named one of the top 100 trial attorneys in the US. And that would be accepted by a press wire because it is newsworthy, it is true. You're also linking to that award in the press release to verify it. And then once you publish a press release, it will go live on over 500 platforms. And because you're banking off the authority of all those other platforms, you will rank much easier in ChatGPT. And that is a very quick shortcut that people don't think about. People don't think about leveraging press releases, leveraging other websites. They're only thinking about their own on-site SEO, or they're only thinking about their own on-site SEO and traditional guest post acquisition, or traditional backlink acquisition, 2 to 5 backlinks a month for several years. That's not going to change things quick enough because your clients are looking you up to date. So you need to leverage those other things. Leverage other websites. We even talked about doing an IMDb page. IMDb pages work really well. You might not be a filmographer, you might not be an actor, but if you have an IMDb profile with even a film credit, let's say I did this video. I can go onto IMDb and say, I did a video about reputation management, issue myself a YouTube credit, and then build out an IMDb biography around reputation management. In fact, I've done that, and if you Google me, you'll see that Nadernejad is an online reputation management specialist. I wrote this bio, and I got it to rank not only in Google, but I also got it to rank in ChatGPT because I didn't just stick to my website I looked at everything else that I could leverage. I used other networks, I used IMDb, I used Crunchbase, I issued my own press releases, and very quickly, within a matter of weeks, I influenced ChatGPT and I influenced search. So I want you to think about it that way. I don't want you to think about it as a traditional SEO specialist who's now just optimizing for AI. I want you to think about every website under the sun with authority. And I want you to think about, how do I get on those authoritative sites? How do I get them to say good things about me, so when Google pulls it in from several sources, they all say something absolutely incredible. And that, my friends, is how you rank on ChatGPT. My name's Nadernejad. I've been doing SEO for the past decade plus, so if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section down below, and feel free to book a call at any time. Link in the description. Thanks for watching.